Let's look at another example of solution of simultaneous equations by elimination. Here we have 4x plus 2y equals 16 and 7x minus 3y equal 15. Let us, as usual, call this first equation equation 1 and this equation 2. Alright, now remember the use of elimination is to get rid of one of the unknowns from an equation. To eliminate means to get rid of. We have two equations, each in two unknowns. We can work with one equation at a time, and we cannot work with one equation in two unknowns. We have two unknowns, an x and a y. We need to get rid of the x or get rid of the y. In other words, to eliminate it. Alright, remember we can always add two equations in our attempt to eliminate x or y. We can also subtract two equations in our attempts to get rid of x or y. Let's try that first. Let's try equation 1 plus equation 2. If we say equation 1 plus equation 2, can we eliminate anything? With the x, you would have 4x plus 7x equals 11x. We want 0x to eliminate x, and this is 11x. X was not eliminated. Let's look at the y part. 2y plus negative 3y is the same as 2y minus 3y, which would give us negative 1y. Y was not eliminated, so we cannot eliminate x or y by adding or subtracting. Now, I mean by adding. Let's try subtracting. Equation 1 minus equation 2. Let's try with the x part. 4x minus 7x. 4x minus 7x gives negative 3x. X still not eliminated. Let's try the y part. 2y minus 3y minus negative 3y. I should say 2y minus negative 3y is the same as 2y plus 3y, which is 5y. Y still not eliminated. Even if you do equation 2 minus equation 1, down here minus up here, for the y part you would say 7x minus 4x gives you 3x. X is still there, and negative 3y down here minus the 2y up here would give you negative 5y. Y still there. So unfortunately for us, we cannot eliminate x or y simply by adding or subtracting the equations. We have more work to do. So let's see what we can do about this thing. Let us eliminate y. Work with eliminating y, just for the fun of it. We could try x, but let's try y. If we should do that, what would happen? What we could do is form two new equations, and those two new equations will have the same number y. The same number y. One could be negative, one could be positive, but as long as we have the same number y, we could eliminate them, right? For example, suppose we have 5y and 5y. Just subtract them and you eliminate y. You would end up with 0y. Nice. Or if we have a 5y and a negative 5y, we cannot subtract them because 5y minus negative 5y, 5 minus negative 5 is the same as 5 plus 5. What we'd have to do is add them. 5 plus negative 5 would be 0. So we could add them and we have 0y. But our aim is to get the same number as y, to eliminate y. So what would happen? You notice that if we multiply 2 by 3, we would get a 6 and put the y. And if we multiply this 3 by 2, we'll get another 6 and put the y. You see that? So let's multiply equation 1 by 3 so that we would have a 3, 2, 6y. And let's multiply equation 2 by 2. So 2 by this 3 get 6y, would give us 6y. So let us try that. Let's use that method. 3, this 3 multiplied by 4 will give us 12x, because we'll have to multiply each term by the 3. Then the 3 multiplied by the 2. It's plus 3, 2, 6 y equals. Then the 3 multiply by the 16. 3, 6, 18. Bring down the 8, carry 1, 3, 1, 3, and 1, 4. Give us 48. Good. Let's call this equation 3, since it's the third equation that we have here. Alright. Let's go to the next part. Equation 2 by 2. We want the 2 to multiply the 7. 2, 7, 14. X is going to be a minus now, minus, because we have a minus here. The 2 multiply the 3. 2 3s 6y equals, and then the 2 multiplies the 15. 15 2s 30, and let's call this equation 4. Nice. Equation 3 and 4. Now what we want to do is eliminate the y. What do we do to eliminate this y? We cannot subtract equation 3 and 4, because that would mean 6y minus negative 6y equal 12y. If we say equation 3 minus equation 4, or if we say equation 4 minus equation 3, we would have to have negative 6y minus 6y equal negative 12y. That cannot work. We would not eliminate y. What we would have to do is add the equations 3 and 4. So let's do that. Equation 3 plus equation 4. We have to add the x parts, add the y parts, add the number parts. 12 plus 14 is 26x. You see that? 12x plus 14x gives you 26x, because 12 plus 14 is 26. 6 plus negative 6 is the same as 6 minus 6, and we have plus 0y. Y is gone. Nice. equals 48 plus 30 gives you 48, 58, 68, 78. 78. Okay. So 26x is equal to 78. Now we divide down. Divide by 26, divide by 26, divide both sides by 26. So let's put a line here to separate the parts of the work and continue writing over here. X equals 78 over 26, which is what? Oh, you work that out. Oh, 3, 6, 18, 3, 2, 6, and 1. Alright, it's 3. X is 3. So x equals 3. So we found out that x is 3. What about y? Let's substitute x is equal to 3 in the equation. Let's put it in equation 1. 4 times x means the same as 4 times 3. Instead of writing x, we now write 3. Plus 2y equals 16. So we have only one unknown because we know y, we know x. So 4 3 is 12 plus 2y equals 16. Let us subtract 12 from both sides because we want y equal, and the thing is this y is mixed up with the 2 and mixed up with the 12. Let's get rid of those things. Let's put a little space here and put the equals 16 out here. So we get rid of the 12. Minus 12 from both sides. Minus 12 from here. Minus 12 from here. So what we have is 12 minus 12 is 0. So we have 2y left equals 16 minus 12 is 4. 2 times what gives a 4? 2 times 2 gives a 4. So y would have to be 2. Or we could say divide by 2, divide by 2. And we have y equals 4 over 2 is 2. So what we have is y equals 2. Nice. And we can test the answers. Let's test the answers before we finish off. Say 4 3s, 4 by x, 4 3s 12 plus 3 by 2 2s 4 gives 16. Nice. In equation 1, 4 by 3, because x is 3, 4 by 3 is 12, plus 2 by y, y is 2, 2 by 2 is 4, 12 plus 4 is 16. So equation 1 works out. Let's try equation 2. 7 times x, x is 3, so it's 7 times 3 is 21, minus 3 times y, but y is 2, 3 times 2 is 6, 21 minus 6, is it 15? Right, 15. So the solutions are correct. X is equal to 3, y is equal to 2. We're done for now.